With the recent confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court, Republicans now control the executive and legislative branches of government, and the balance has now tipped in the Supreme Court. For the LGBT community, this jeopardizes our hard-fought rights, such as marriage equality,
and protections for the trans community.
But there's hope. You may have heard of the blue wave. Well, there's also the rainbow wave. This year, there are 21 openly LGBT people nominated for Congress and 4 for governor, all Democrats. So today, let's take a look at these queer gubernatorial candidates in our Salute to the Rainbow Wave. Lupe Valdez. The openly lesbian Valdez is running in the notoriously conservative state of Texas, which hasn't had a Democratic governor since Ann Richards, back in the mid-90s. But she doesn't scare easily. The daughter of migrant farm workers, Valdez spent most of her life protecting her fellow citizens, as a captain in the U.S. National Guard, and as the first openly lesbian Latina sheriff in the United States. If anyone can handle a political battle, like challenging the Republican stranglehold on Texas government, is Lupe Valdez. Jared Polis. Before running for Colorado governor, the openly gay Jared Polis founded Patriot Boot Camp, which helps veterans start small businesses after returning home from service, and currently serves as the U.S. representative of Northern Colorado. He is also a family man, a concept that, up until very recently, was exclusive to heterosexual candidates.
Polis and his partner Marlon are raising 2 children together.
So even if some straight voters can't relate to him as a gay man, they can easily relate to him as a parent. Kate Brown. Oregon's current governor, the openly bisexual Kate Brown, made history in 2004 when she became the state's first woman to serve as Oregon's state majority leader. In 2007, she enacted the Oregon Equality Act, which prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identification in employment and housing. At a time when the federal government is assaulting LGBT rights, most recently with the Department of Health and Human Services' possible redefinition of gender as immutably assigned at birth, it's important to have advocates like Kate Brown defending us at the state level. Christine Hallquist.
The openly transgender, former CEO of Vermont Electric Co-op,
is running for Vermont governor on a platform of addressing climate change. At a time when the UN's climate report predicts we have about 12 years to reverse the planet's ecology before its melting polar ice caps flood every coastal city, we desperately need environmentally conscious leaders like Christine Hallquist spearheading the fight against carbon emissions. So, on November 6th, we just may be riding a rainbow wave.